Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Daphne will protest off her sweats to betray Carter. Daphne has no compunctions about pursuing Carter and could potentially land in bed with him down the road. Still, also Carter may delve in and have a one-night stage with her if Daphne is as infectious as she thinks she is. Of course, panicked remorse could follow if Carter realizes he's squinched up and still wants to regain his relationship with Hope Logan. This could give Steffy Forrester the influence she needs to undo all the LLC preemption drama. Steffy could ultimately reveal that Daphne is her Forrester factory and explain that this has all been one big scheme. Maybe Steffy will blackmail Carter over his association with Daphne and covenant to tell Hope about it unless he surrenders Forrester power. Once Carter sees that Daphne's interest in him is fake, he may be indeed more hopeless to hang on to Hope. Plus, Carter wouldn't want to hurt Hope after all the grand pledges of love and fidelity that he's made her. Carter might eventually decide the stylish option then's to file the proper LLC paperwork and put the company back in the Forresters' hands. That could leave Hope wondering why Carter made such an abrupt change of heart, but he might pretend he just realized it was the right thing to do. Still, there's no guarantee Steffy would keep her mouth shut once Forrester power was restored. Steffy could go against the deal they made and still get her vengeance by exposing the whole unattractive story to Hope in the end. Whatever the case, Hope and Carter's relationship to come with some marvels in the coming months. Thanks to Steffy and Daphne's cooperation, major trouble is brewing that could affect Carter and Hope's future as a couple. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Hope and Carter could be headed for a split down the road. So stick with us for further romantic prognostications and updates on all the chaotic news to come. Beth Spencer could come Hope Logan and Carter Walton's biggest cheerleader. Although Beth preliminarily showed interest in Hope getting back together with Liam Spencer, they made a point to show that Beth likes Carter too. Back in October, Beth admitted Carter was cool, and indeed asked to check out Force with him at Forrester Creations. Hope loved seeing Carter and Hope relating, so she wound up admitting to Liam that Carter would make a great pater. Of course, Carter could indeed come Beth's stepfather if they wind up getting hitched down the road. That's an idea that Beth could latch onto at some point in the coming weeks. It's easy to imagine Beth giving Hope's relationship with Carter her stamp of blessing and asking if they're going to get wedded. Beth might play up the fact that Kelly Spencer has two daddies too, since she's got Liam as well as John Finnegan as her stepfather. Maybe Beth could get agitated about Carter getting an redundant daddy, and assure Hope that she doesn't mind if they want to tie the knot. Beth might indeed start talking to Steffy about how she hopes Carter and Hope get wedded, so that could stir up some guilt for Steffy since she's trying to sabotage their love rather. In that case, part of Steffy might feel bad for transferring Daphne Rose to betray Carter and blow up his relationship with Hope. Still, Steffy may realize her plan's going to ruin an implicit family if Beth becomes a huge supporter of Carter and Hope as a couple. Still, there's no way that'd be enough to stop what Steffy's set in stir. Steffy doesn't suppose Hope and Carter are meant to last anyway, so she might suppose she's doing Beth a favor by breaking them up before she gets too attached to Carter. Anyhow, it'd be intriguing to see Beth get agitated about a possible marriage between Carter and Hope, especially if Steffy's there to hear her. Our prognostications point to some snags along the way for Steffy, so stay tuned for updates on any tricky news ahead. Steffy and Daphne are going to stir up a whole lot of drama with their rearmost scheme. Hope Logan may stumble upon a disquieting disclosure as Daphne Rose begins making romantic moves. Meanwhile, Steffy Forrester is agitated to substantiation the unfolding drama, especially now that she has integrated Daphne into the Forrester Creations platoon. Daphne possesses an extraordinary gift for detecting spices, earning her significant respect from Carter Walton. Steffy is auspicious that Daphne will succeed in her plan to sabotage Carter's relationship with Hope, eventually restoring the Forresters to their former glory. Despite Carter's solace to Hope about the strength of their love, she might still find reasons to question their bond. Daphne will engage in some kittenish exchanges with Carter, which could lead Hope to smell a spark between them. Upcoming spoilers reveal that Steffy will be pleased as Daphne fleetly makes her move on Carter. Hope might feel a swell of apprehension if she sees Daphne flirting, especially if Carter reciprocates those advances. Although Carter may originally demonstrate his fidelity to Hope, that could fluently shift as Daphne weaves her spell around him. This situation could enkindle passions of covetousness and instability in Hope, leading to implicit disunion with Carter if he dismisses her enterprises as bare paranoia. At some point, Hope might indeed prompt Carter to ramify ties with Daphne, which would really produce fresh strain between them. Carter, on the other hand, could staunchly defend Daphne, viewing her as an inestimable asset, especially as they embark on their new scent line and begin rolling out promotional juggernauts. As Daphne and Carter's bond deepens, Hope will really feel the sting of covetousness. It may be right down, or perhaps it'll take longer. With Daphne's charming intentions and Hope's growing frustrations, the stage is set for a dramatic showdown that could push Carter toward temptation. Hope will have plenitude of chances to catch Daphne and Carter in decreasingly intimate moments. How long will it take for her to realize that Daphne is targeting Carter? Will she come suspicious right down? Or will it take a while? Originally, Hope will be unconscious to Steffy's part in fueling Daphne's interest, but she may start to sense that Daphne's motives extend beyond bare business. Steffy Forrester Finnegan unveiled her retired ace to Rich Forrester. With enthusiasm, Steffy raved about the infectious charm of Daphne Rose, claiming that no man could conceivably repel her appeal. Daphne's departure coincided impeccably with John Finnegan's appearance in the driveway. This could set the stage for an interesting hassle between Daphne and Ridge. According to forthcoming spoilers, Steffy has cooked a strategy to undo Carter Walton's recent conduct, enlisting the help of her friend from Paris, the famed perfumer Daphne Rose. Originally, it appeared that Daphne's part would be to gather information and maybe win over Carter's confidence. Still, Steffy soon revealed the alternate phase of their plan. Daphne is also anticipated to get close to Carter. Both Steffy and Daphne believe this task will be a walk in the domain, but as Daphne assists Steffy in LA, one must wonder, can she truly be trusted? Daphne and Steffy were deep in discussion about the preemption at the Precipice House when Daphne decided it was time to leave, slipping into her auto just as Finn arrived. Curious, Finn inquired about the departing vehicle as he pulled into the driveway. It struck Steffy as peculiar since she had prompted Daphne to loiter a bit longer to meet her hubby. Maybe there's further to that request than meets the eye. Forthcoming spoilers allude that Steffy will introduce Daphne to Ridge. Steffy's happy seeing Ridge moving on from Brooke Logan. It seems he's reigniting his love with Taylor Hayes. But if Daphne truly possesses an infectious charm, Ridge might just find himself charmed by the alluring Parisian incense queen. Steffy would be hugely devastated if her friend tried to entoil Ridge. Later he's her father and fully out limits. Still, Daphne seems like the kind of girl who disregards boundaries when she desires commodity. She goes after it without vacillation. Still, they could end up participating some amorous hassles. This script might impel Taylor and Brooke to join forces against Daphne. If Ridge becomes infatuated with Daphne, Steffy could also get involved, considering she's the bone who brought Daphne to Los Angeles in the first place. Taking it further, imagine if Daphne decided to pursue both Ridge and Carter. This twist could rally Hope Logan to team up with Steffy, Taylor, and Brooke to baffle Daphne's advances. It would be refreshing to see these adversaries unite against a trouble.